Hi boys and girls. I feel like it has been so long since I've last done a video and last seen you. I hope you guys had a great long weekend. On Monday it was Memorial Day and it was Memorial Weekend over the past weekend. And so even if we were actually in the classroom, we wouldn't have been in school on Monday because that is a day off from school. So that's why you didn't hear from me and didn't do any activities, because I wanted you guys to enjoy your time at home with moms and dads and brothers and sisters. So I hope you had a great weekend. I hope the rain is done for a little while because we don't need any more of that, right? And if it does, I hope it just rains a little bit. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's weather. Man, was it hot out yesterday. Miss Boone had to break out her pool, and because I just could not stand the heat anymore. And Fred was in the pool with me, and so it was a great day. So we are going to get started. We are going to do our months of the year. So this week we had an activity yesterday on Tuesday. Today you're going to see this video. Today's Wednesday. We're going to talk about the letter A. Tomorrow you're also going to see a video instead of a activity, and we're going to talk about the letter M, because we have a few more letters than we do weeks of school, because this week means we have 3 weeks left of school. And then on Friday, we will talk about both letter A and M. So just make sure to, if you write your letters this week, to have them to Miss Boone by Thursday evening. That way I can compile all of them and put them on the video on Friday morning. Okay? Next week is going to be a new month, and that means we will have then 2 weeks of school. So how the 2 weeks are going to work are June 1st, and that week we will have the same videos and activities, and I think on the 3rd we're going to have our last Zoom call as a class. So if you would like to join us, I will be getting you information out June 2nd on that. So please join us if you don't have anything else scheduled during that time. We would love to see all of our friends' faces. The following week, which is our last week of school, we will have videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hopefully Miss Boone doesn't cry during her videos during that week, because that very much is possible. So look out for that. But we will only have one activity, and that will be on Thursday, because on Tuesday, on June 9th, I believe, your activity for that day is going to come to Birdie and come and get the rest of your stuff. Every single person in our class has stuff to get. Some of you have left your sleep bags there. Some of you still have some snow pants there. Some of you have some stuff in your cubbies. Some of you have your notebooks that we would write in. Some of you have some activities that we were working on towards conferences. Everyone has that. And everyone will have a present, a workbook. We have gotten summer workbooks for our 3-year-old friends who might have already turned 4, so 3 or 4, and summer workbooks for our friends going into kindergarten. So, and it's a nice chance to see Miss Johnson and Miss Boone. Although you can't get out of the car and Miss Boone and Miss Johnson have to wear masks, we still want to wave from afar, and we want to say goodbye in person. So Miss Boone and Miss Johnson will be there. If you need to start collecting key cards now, please do so. I don't believe you will get anything until you pay for or bring the key cards in, all of them, or I think it's a $5 charge. Not exactly sure. And so yeah, so that will be that activity on June 9th. So if you need to start collecting your key cards and stuff now, please do so. We look forward to seeing you. I think our time is 2:45. Miss Boone's not completely sure about that, but Miss Waddy sent an email about it. So that will be for that. And then our last video will be June 12th. And then summer's gonna get started, okay? So that is just to look forward and look ahead. There's no reason to cry right now because I still have 3 weeks to let all of that sink in. So today's gonna be a happy video, okay? So we are going to start by doing our months of the year. Now, let's start at the top. We have January, February, March, April, May. So we are right here in our months. We are still in May. We had Claire's birthday, Logan's birthday, Mother's Day, Memorial Day. Next week, not next video, next week, we are going to celebrate Gracie's birthday first because her birthday is in June. And then we are going to celebrate our July and August birthdays, which I believe are July, Miss Johnson, and our August birthdays are Maxine and Emerson. So I believe we will sing happy birthday to 3 of our friends. If there's more, I apologize. I will make a list. But off the top of my head, those are the 3. So we had May. So next month will be June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And I had so many friends tell me that Miss Boone had her holidays mixed up. I thought it was Christmas. I read my Grinch book. I put antlers on Fred. I had my Christmas shirt on. I had my Christmas headband on. I was ready for Santa to come. And all of my friends messaged me saying, Miss Boone, you have it all wrong. It is May. Claire even told me that I can't rush the holidays. It'll get here when it gets here. I guess I'll have to be patient just like everybody else. But I was so excited. I woke up and I thought it was Christmas. But now Miss Boone knows that it is still May for the rest of the week. So, I'm actually going to put this right here. So we are going to talk about the letter A, and then we are going to sing a song and read a book, and we will be on our way, all right? So, I'm going to put this book over here. So this is, let's do the list first. So letter A, uppercase, lowercase. So we have Olivia, Aubrey, Anastasia, which are our 3 friends, Angel, Air, Angry, and Animal, and Africa. And so I challenge and encourage you to make 3 A words yourself. You can trace them if your mommy and daddy write them in marker or highlighter. You can look in books, you can look in your house, you can think of words on your own, but I encourage you to think and write 3 words, or if you can't think of any, you can pick one of Miss Boone's words and write 3 of them, all right? And then have your mommy and daddy send them to me, and I will make sure they get put on the Friday video, okay? So we're gonna talk about really fast how you would make an uppercase and a lowercase a. So, A happens to be my favorite letter. So for an uppercase A, it is super easy. As long as you can make 3 lines, you can make an A. So you start at the bottom, make a line up. You start right where you left off, right here at this point, and you make a line down. Now, are these lines touching at the bottom? No, because if you were to connect them at the bottom, what did you just make? You didn't make a letter, you made a shape, and we don't want a shape, Miss Boone. So you're gonna make a line up, a line down, but you are gonna connect them right in the middle. Look at that, kind of looks like a teepee tent, right? Now, some people write their A's like this, up and over and across. But we don't want to write them this way for kindergarten because we want to point. We want it to be pointy right here. Is this pointy right here? No, this is a curve. So we want to make sure that it is up, down, connect in the middle, just like that. And a lowercase a, which a lot of you have A's in your name at some point, is just a circle. And if I stop there and just say, oh, video's over, what is that? That's a circle. Miss Boone, that's an O. That could be 2 things, circle or an O. We want a circle and a line on the side. Now, if we did a circle and a line and didn't stop the line, what did we just make? We made the letter 9. Or some people would think it might be a Q, but nope. We want, what if we did this? That looks like a Q, and we talked about Q's last time, right? So we want to make a circle and just a short little line on the side. So we don't want this, and we don't want this. We want this. So again, I know it's a little tricky to learn through a video, but I hope this helps start the conversation of how to make an A. And I encourage you guys to make your own A words. All right? Awesome. So we are going to sing a song, which isn't an A song, but it is a color song. So if you know the words, you can sing it with me, okay?
I know a song about the color orange. I love to eat oranges. Let's do oranges.
O-R-A-N-G-E, O-R-A-N-G-E, O-R-A-N-G-E. Orange is what that spells. Jack-o'-lanterns are always orange. Orchids are always orange. Oranges are always orange. O-R-A-N-G-E. I even have some orange highlighters. O-R-A-N-G-E, O-R-A-N-G-E, O-R-A-N-G-E. Orange is what that spells. What's orange? Jack-o'-lanterns are always orange. Carrots are always orange. Oranges are always orange. O-R-A-N-G-E.
Okay, here's the music all by yourself.
Just us. O-R-A-N-G-E. 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 Orange is what that spells. What's orange? Jack-o'-lanterns are always orange. Carrots are always orange. Oranges are always orange. O-R-A-N-G-E. Good job. Man, after singing on all these videos, Miss Boone should get like a Grammy or something. And if you don't know what that is, your mom and dad's do. So, Miss Boone, along with being upset that we've missed so many things in preschool, one of the things I was the most sad about was not getting our butterflies. This is Miss Boone's favorite part of preschool in the spring, is getting our caterpillars, getting the chrysalises, watching them turn into butterflies, setting them free, having friends every day ask me, when's it gonna happen? I miss it all. So I thought I would read a book about butterflies today because I saw a butterfly over the weekend and it made me think of our class. So this is called Flutter Butterfly. This butterfly is beautiful. The butterflies we would have got in our class would have been orange and black butterflies. So they would have been kind of like this, except not yellow. They would have been orange. So this is by Shelby Alinsky. So let's see. Oh, this is first page. So vocabulary tree. My backyard, animals, butterfly. So the life cycle starts with an egg, a caterpillar, a pupa, a butterfly. What it does: lays an egg, hatches, crawls, eats, grows, changes, flutters. Old world swallowtail butterfly. So that's what kind of butterfly this is. An old world swallowtail butterfly. So this says flutter butterfly. So let's see what happens first. A butterfly lands on a plant. So here's a plant and it looks like it's landed on a dandelion. And this is a butterfly and look how beautiful that is. It lays an egg. The new egg is yellow. Now it looks big in the book, but if you were to actually see it on a plant, it would look teeny, teeny, tiny. Many days pass. The egg turns brown. A caterpillar grows inside the egg. So nothing's, other than it changed colors, nothing really is happening. Then the egg hatches. The caterpillar comes out. The young caterpillar is black. Now again, this is really close up, but if you were to see it, it would look very small at first. Just like the hungry caterpillar, the caterpillar started out super small. So here's the egg, and here's the caterpillar. The caterpillar crawls on plants. It looks for food. It eats leaves. Now it got a little bit bigger. Because why do you think that is? Why do you think it got bigger? What makes you grow healthy and strong? Eating healthy food, right? And it's eating a plant. The caterpillar grows bigger. It turns green. So now this you would be able to see much bigger on a plant. It won't be this giant, because this is almost the size of Miss Boone's arm, right? It would probably just be like that big, but it would be bigger and it would be green. The caterpillar keeps eating. It eats more leaves. Now look, if you ever see plants and they have holes in them like this, it's probably because a caterpillar got to it and started eating it, right? And it's just eating and eating and eating. After many weeks, not days, weeks, the caterpillar changes. So if you look at the caterpillar, it looks the same right here. But right here, it started making a chrysalis. It started making a cocoon around it, right? Now it's a pupa. Pupa. It's inside a hard covering. So when our caterpillars, when they change into this, it looks like it's hanging by a string, right? If we were to knock over the jar that we had, it would probably break. And a butterfly still might come out, but we have to be very fragile with our plants when they're like this. Because even though it's hard, we don't want to damage what's inside. Weeks pass, so more weeks, not just days. This doesn't take just a couple of days. It takes a while for it to change. A butterfly comes out. Flutter butterfly. Now, if you remember last year, for my friends who are going to kindergarten, all of you that were here last year, did the butterflies fly away and flap their wings and fly when they came out? The first thing? Nope. It took a couple days for them to get their strength right, because what happened? Their wings were wet and they needed to dry out. So they would flap their wings, but they wouldn't go anywhere. And how we knew they were ready to be released was they would be flying all over the little net that we had, right? And then we would take them outside and we would let them fly away. And sometimes they would land on our friends' fingers. Sometimes they would land on their heads. And sometimes they wouldn't fly away at all because they wanted to stay with us. So we had to put them in the tree, right? But we would never step on them. And we would see butterflies after that and we would think, is that our butterfly? And we could just never tell. Isn't that pretty cool? So I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did. And there are probably a lot more resources on YouTube and things like that where you can watch butterflies from start to finish, maybe in a faster motion. There might be places online you can look into to buy things. We didn't buy the eggs, we bought like the caterpillars, but they do well in the mail. At least ours always did. We always had. I think we got 5 and all 5 usually survived. But they just ship them right to your door. So if that's something you're interested in, that would be a pretty cool thing. I don't know if it's too late in the season. I'm not a butterfly expert. I'm not exactly sure. But, so back to our A's. 3 words. They can be your own words. They can be one of Miss Boone's words, as long as you try to write them or trace them, right? And even if you're tracing and you don't trace it perfectly, you're trying. That's all Miss Boone wants. Just make sure you're holding the pencil correctly or the marker correctly, like this, right? And if you're grabbing it like this and your mommy and daddy tells you to change, you change, right? Because we always listen to our mommies and daddies. So that is all I have for you today. I will see you tomorrow with a new letter, and I hope you have a great Wednesday. All right, bye, friends.